Hello, welcome to lesson 23, find the slope of a line. So in this lesson, we're going to talk about how you can find the slope of a line if you're only given 2 points on that line. Okay, so let's look at exercise number 1. It says, given the points A, 2, 3, and B, 8, 6, do the following. A, plot the 2 points on the grid and then draw guidelines from one to the other. So essentially they're asking us to draw a roadmap to get from one point to the next. So A is 2, 3. So 2, 3 should be right there. And then B is 8, 6. 8, 6. There's our 2 points. Let's label them. There's A and there's B. Okay. So they want us to draw our guidelines, our roadmap to get from A to B. So if I'm starting at A, because I always start left to right, right? So A is furthest to the left. I'm going to go up and then right to get from one to the next, correct? So let's figure out how far our vertical guideline is. So we're on B now. It says, how long is your vertical guideline? Vertical is the up and down, right? So let's figure out how long this is. Looks like 1, 2, 3 boxes. So this is 3. Okay. So we're going to put 3 in here. Okay. C says, take the 2 y values from the points and subtract them. What do you get? Okay. So the y values, those are the second ones, right? So here's a 3 and here's a 6. So I'm subtracting 6 minus 3, right? 6 minus 3, what does that equal? 3. What are we noticing here? We're noticing a pattern. Here's a 3, and here's a 3. Okay. Try this with the x values. Does the length of your horizontal guideline equal the difference of the x values? Well, let's check. Our horizontal is this one right here. Okay, so we need to figure out how many boxes this is. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's a 6. Let's label it. And then let's see if that is the case for our x values. So here's the x values, 2 and 8. I think if I subtract them, I'm going to get a 6. So yes, we are going to say yes, both the length of my horizontal guideline and the difference are 6. So what does this tell you? That you can find the distance between 2 values by subtracting them. Now, if we were to create a line through these 2 points, like so, okay? Imagine we had some more points on this. What would the slope of this line be? Well, we found our guidelines, so our slope would be this number over this number, the 3 over the 6, right? The rise over the run, the y values over the x values. So our slope in this case would start off as m equals 3 over 6. Now, this is not simplified. So this is the first time we're looking at a slope that is not fully simplified. What does that mean? That means that the fraction that we get can be reduced. What is a number that goes into both 3 and 6? Well, they're both divisible by 3 because they're both multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, right? 3 and 6 are on that list. So if I divided these both by 3, I would actually get 1 over 2. So really what I'm saying is you can find a point on this line if you go up 1 and right 2. Well, let's make sure that's correct. If I'm starting at A, can I find another point if I go up 1, right 2? Oh, look at that. There's another point. Up 1, right 2, another point. Okay? So we always like to write slopes in simplest form to make sure that we can find all the points. Okay, so the slope in this case is actually 1 over 2. But you're able to find the slope between 2 points if you don't have the graph. And the way that you can do that is you take the y values and you subtract them. You take the x values and you subtract those. Then you put the y values over the x values. Notice, when we subtracted our y's, we got 3. That was the top number in our slope, okay, before we reduced it. Bottom number, when we subtracted, was 6, right? We got a 6 here. Same thing when we did our slope, 6, before we reduced. So you don't always need to have a graph, and sometimes you're not going to be given a graph. So in order to find the slope between 2 points, you're going to find the difference in the y values and the difference in the x values. Difference means subtract. You guys are going to try this on your own, and then I'll see you in the next video.